What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And many of you guys have been on me like, yo, Gmia, when are you going to put that coin making method out that you were talking about as far as utilizing the nats that we were getting from previous sets? Now remember, all these zero chill cards, when you completed the sets, you got back nats that went into the set. Prior to that, there were other sets that were going on, like with the most feared, that we kept here. If you're a new sub or you just found the channel, YouTube has been, recommending the channel a little bit more. Pretty much what we like to do is when we complete those sets, we go ahead and we keep the nat versions of the cards. So like all these Richard Shermans, we've already done this once, what I'm going to be showing you guys right now. For those of you guys that subscribe to GmiasWorld Gaming, you would have seen it live on Twitch, or you would have already watched the other video and see what was going on. But we do have a lot of these nats. You can see the nat in the lower right hand corner of these cards that we get back after you complete sets. And now it's going to be rocking and rolling, and I'm going to show you guys how you're going to make a lot of coins using this NFL promo. All right, now remember, utilizing sets of the past is usually very, very ideal in making current coins. What does that mean? I'm going to show you what's going on with the NFL playoff set. So with this set right here, you're going to see what it tells you that you need to do. You need to exchange 3 89 to 90s, 5 87 to 88s, and 7 85 to 86s. Now, the 87 to 88s has raised in price dramatically since this set has been released, and that's usually what happens in the new era once they drop a new promo, right? And this is just like the beginning of the promo, but still, the prices are going to fluctuate based on when the promo is dropped. The 389 to 90s, we don't care about. The 87 to 88s, we don't want to spend 50K or 44 to 50K a pop. So I'm going to show you how to do that and how I did it. And then the 7, 85 to 86s, I'm going to show you how I did that as well. So pretty much what happened is this, right? I have a lot of garbage in my binder, and I've saved it because I know that, EA usually puts out sets that can help you to make currency. So how did I get my 85s? I went back to the Superstar MVPs and I made, with all the gold cards that I have, you're gonna see I have a lot of them. I had over like 400 or something. I don't know how many I have now because I did a lot of these sets over and over again. So how many do I have left? 314. So I have a lot of these. So pretty much I made these. I kept making these sets, right? And then I accumulated them. I turned them into the 80 overalls, and then from the 80 overalls, I turned those into 85s because the 85s are about 30K. It depends on what's going on. If you get lucky, you can sit there for hours and lurk and keep lurking or whatever. So from doing that, I made the 582s like this, okay? And then I went and I created with those, well, no, actually, no, I had the 576 to 78s. I made the 82s, okay? And then I put the 582s into this set to make the 85s. Now, I'm just utilizing the cards that I have in my binder, so it's not costing me anything. I told you guys, when you play all these challenges or you play Weekend League, you always get that stupid Hail Mary pack, and that always comes with basic cards, and you save them for stuff like that. Because now I made all of these 85s, well, I think I made all of them. I'm gonna show you guys now, but I used the Minka Fitzpatrick. I got a lot of his power up and stupidness like that, but I don't know what the value is of that. I just didn't want to spend any currency on getting 85 because they were too priced. They were too highly priced, and it's like rip-off, so I'm not gonna do that. And then I went to the Ultimate Kickoff to go ahead and flirt with this. Now, this one was very, very unique, right? Because I did this to get the 88s, because right now, Byron Jones is going for about 60K, right? But these cards were relatively cheap. So what happens is you get back 2 of the 88s for free, right? The 88s right now are like 50K each. I'm not spending all that. So these cards are relatively cheap, like 44K, 34K each, whatever. I get back so much more by getting these cards back as nats and just putting them in the sets and not having to worry about anything that's going on. And then on top of that, I also get all this other crap. Like I get his power up. I know I don't need that right now, but I get his power up. I get whatever else is in there. From the two nats that you get back, and then we use those to go ahead and put them in the set. So by the time we go back and we take a look at it, we actually made money by getting those nats back, because that's another 100K. So theoretically, you're getting 160K for the 90 overall, because like I said, I think he's going for about 60K right now. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna go into the packs, and we're gonna go ahead and get those nats and everything back now. I just wanted to show you the process and how I use the cards that I have to go ahead and get this done, so that way you can see what's going on. You don't want to go ahead and keep buying up these cards when the prices go up, because then you can't make any currency. And you got to save all of your cards. You have to save everything as you go in, and just know that the promos, it don't matter which one you take. We need, what is like 5 of those? So you just take them and just keep it moving. So you get all this stuff, and then we did it because we need 5. So we did it 3 times, even though we're gonna get 6. It'll just be an additional one, and then we can have it. But you can see exactly, you know, the way this is gonna work out, because I'm gonna show you. We're gonna sell everything back. And obviously we don't need any of these cards, so whatever we have left over, we just have left over. But this is how you use previous promos to go ahead and take advantage of current ones, because the prices of these other cards are really, really wild right now, and we are not spending it. You guys know how we roll here. Just because we have coins, that doesn't mean we're gonna spend coins. That's how you run out of coins. You keep spending all your coins, bro. Like, you gotta stop it. So, that being said, we don't care about Byron Jones. We don't want him on our team. So we go now inside the item binder to go take a look at what his cost is. And then we sell those cards back because we don't need those 90s because they're not nats. We're gonna utilize our nats in the actual set to get stuff back. So all the Byron Jones we just created, he's gonna go. The nats we're gonna use in the current playoff set and then get another playoff player, right? So here we go right now. How much is he going for? The last I checked, he was 60K. Where is he at now? 57? All right, it doesn't really matter. The other thing we can do is we can hold this card, but I would tell you this much, holding his card probably won't be a benefit because many people already know, you know, what's going on with him. They know. Hold on, how much is that? How much is that? 5K? We could get 15,000 trading off this. So maybe we shouldn't sell them and just go make our coins back. We're just gonna make 6K. Yeah, probably, cause that's kind of cheap, right? They're gonna have more stuff going on. All right, we won't sell them right now. We'll just hold on to them. We got 3 of them, so it don't really matter, right? So I showed you guys how we got the other nats. So that's pretty much what the basis is. Now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty. I showed you guys how we got the 85s. I showed you guys how we got the 87s. And then you guys know from the previous promos, we got all these other nats. So let's go to the set now and let's make some coins. Depending on what's in your binder, if you are new to Madden, you're going to have some issues going on. Why do I not have... Why am I missing an 85 to 86? What's going on with this? Do I not have enough 85 to 86? Let me see what's happening here. Okay, no, we're not spending 22. We're not spending 22K. All right, so wait a minute. Oh, let's go to the exchange set real quick because that's what I did. That's what I forgot to do, guys. With the regular exchange set, we're gonna go real quick and make it 85 to 86 right here. Because we actually used this set previously. We were going through all the 75 and 79s, then we made the 80 to 82s, whatever like that, then we came over here. Obviously, you can use the other set that I just showed you to get the 80 to 82s as well. You know, probably for cheaper, because you need less. I think you need 5 instead of 6, but it doesn't matter. Right now, we're just gonna go ahead and get an 85 to 86 right quick. So let's go ahead and put these into the set real quick. We should have those because I made them already. All right, so you are gone. What is this guy, Joe Burrow? This Kendall Fuller might go for something later though, right? All right, don't matter. All right, put him in the set. Let's go. Give me an 85 to 86 right quick so we can finish it up. And that's pretty much how I utilize all my gold cards and everything that's in my, you know, in my binder, because it just makes sense to do it this way, because the more you utilize those lower level cards and you make higher level cards, the easier it is to complete all these sets and not draw from your bank. You want your coin stack got to be high. You guys make fun of me when I'm dead broke, but I always have ways to get back on top, and this is one of the ways. So look, here we go. The first thing is the 3 89 to 90s. I showed you guys, we held on to our nats, right? I know all of you guys are raising your hand like I did. These guys, Byron Jones, we're not getting rid of him. Why? Because he's auctionable, and we just made him as the master of those sets. But guess what? Jamie Collins. Oh, wait, do I have any 89s left? Well, who else we got over here? Okay, we can't put those other guys there yet. All right, Mohim. Okay, we're not gonna use Travis. Okay, no, Richard Sherman. We're probably not gonna need at all. Yeah, we won't need a Richard Sherman. So we'll just put him in there. That dude's gonna be, even when he's faster, he's gonna still suck. So the 87 to 88s, I just showed you guys how we did that by completing those sets with whatever this is right here, the ultimate kickoff. So we add these in. What do we need? 5 of them. So those 5 go ahead and jump in there. And then the 85s to 86s, I showed you pretty much what was going on with most of them by getting these players. You know, the Minka Fitzpatricks, and then we also had a Ronnie Lott and stuff like that. So we could go ahead and add these guys in there real quick, and everything else was done out of that most recent exchange set. Now we unlock this pack, right? This is where it gets very, very interesting. We are looking for the most expensive card that we can sell. That's where you make your coins. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go out here like, oh, I want to make my team better, I'm gonna grab this guy. No, whatever card makes the most currency, that is all you care about. Oh, also, speaking of Jalen Ramsey, for those of you guys that are that do that, like, I don't get Twitch drops, But because Twitch made mistakes and a lot of people weren't getting drops, many of us that are not even, you know, part of the Twitch drop thing, we were able to get crowns, right? So I was able to get enough to get a Jalen Ramsey. So he's another card that we can use as a nat as well. So for those of you guys that were getting, you know, getting these things, that's cool. That's really, really cool because you could also have another 90 that you can use in the set. Okay, automatically they put this back up. Unfortunately, looking at all of these things right now, it doesn't really help us because we have to go look at the actual auction house and see what the value of the cards is. I still think that Marcus Williams is probably one of the higher priced cards, but we got to go make sure because we want to make the most coins. I saw Mitchell Trubisky selling for a lot as well, but we're going to go take a look just to kind of more or less understand what the value of them. DK Metcalf, he came down in price a little bit as well. So we're going to go check that out right now. Also remember, like in the earlier video, you guys can play challenges and get a free version of any of those 95s that you just saw right there. Just to make sure you guys understand that for getting the 60 stars as a milestone. So before we choose our player and make our coins, we go to the market. What are people buying? Why are people buying it? And what's the value? So let's take a look at what's happening. We're gonna go in, we're gonna go over to the quality. That's gonna be 95, and then we're gonna go over to NFL, and then we're gonna see the NFL playoffs, what the values of everything is, right? So let's go ahead and do this real quick and see what's going on. So for me, the cheapest one that comes up, obviously, we want to stay away from that, right? We don't want to deal with that. We could scroll down a little bit, but a lot of the things will be distorted. So you want to check, first of all, you know, the free safety, because I believe that he would be a high selling card no matter what. Where is he? Okay, now he's all the way down to 598. So things are starting to come down in price now. So you want to be a little bit careful on what you pick out of that set because you obviously want to make the most coins. So DK Metcalf is on to 552. Which one gives you the best thing? You're gonna get close to 600 from, you know, from completing that set. It's about what you put into it to get that currency. So would DK Metcalf at 552 be a higher value? It probably won't work out. The free safety is probably gonna be the best thing. This guy's down to 547. I think the QBs are pretty much wherever. Yeah, they're kind of cheap. Alex Smith, Mitchell Trubisky. Why is Trubisky still so expensive though? Okay, no, he's right there, 560. So for me, at the time that you're watching this video, it still looks like, you know, getting the free safety from the 504 is probably going to be the best case scenario. Like he's going to be the guy that's going to sell because he gives you the most out of everybody that's there. Because if you don't have a theme team, he still gets all the way up to 97 speed. So he gives you the most out of everything. So I would try my luck with him. That's what I would try my luck with. Whatever you guys want to do, that's fine. But I sold him earlier for like 6, I forgot what it was, like 6 something. So he's still around the same value. All right, so I think for me, it probably makes sense to go with the Marcus Williams. Just that, you know, just to use that card as the, you know, the top level. Because if DK Metcalf is at 552, people might start to wait a little bit. They might choose him as the free card. It might get weird, and then you're going to be stuck with that card as the value declines. And then you're just sitting there like, yo, all right, yo, bro, what am I doing here? Everybody else, though, like even like a guy like John Brown, you know, he doesn't have a power-up. So when you put him on your team, you got to be Bills, I guess, right? Like, in order for him to get what you want. It's sort of like, you know, some of the only players that play for the squads that you have, you know, they're only good for your theme team. The lower level players that don't have, you know, those power-ups. So you want to be careful with that. And, you know, you want to maximize it, but you also want to make sure that you're picking the right card. That is very, very important, guys. So right here, we'll just go in there. We'll double check what the value is of the card. And many of you guys that are going through the set, you probably have a lot more cards that you can build up to other things than I have. But I had almost 1,000 items. And going through what I was doing now and trying to bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, we're where we are right there, 581. All right, that's cool. I'll take 575. Like, dude, I'm not going to be greedy about it. I'll take 575. And bro, going once, going twice. Somebody buy it. Don't matter to me. And we'll see what happens. And that's pretty much it. So for what it cost me, I made a decent amount of coins here. So I'm not really worried about it. If I get 575, I'm Gucci. If not, I just put him up later and I'll probably get around the same amount anyway. Because people are going to realize that he's probably one of the better cards because of his speed and the position that he plays and his archetype being zone. All of that makes it really, really good. So from there, you know, you just wait. You can either go back and see what else is going on with everything else, but he's gonna sell for around that price. Now remember, get this done sooner than later, because as we get closer to the weekend and they start you know, releasing the legends and stuff like that, if something happens, okay, he sold already, so we don't need to check. If something happens to where you're not able to go ahead and get the value of what you want, that can create some issues. You see what I'm saying? Because if, say they release somebody else that interferes with the card that you picked, that can cause problems. So you want to get this done as soon as possible and just keep it moving. And that's pretty much it. So that's the method. That's the way that I use the sets. If you guys are jumping all over this and making coins, let me know about it in the comments. That's what I do it for. Hopefully you No Money Spent players have already played through the challenges and got your free card and you're rocking it out like that. If there are any other issues, you know what to do. You guys can chop it up in the comment section, or you could drop a line right there. Let me know. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch, all at GmiasWorld. And I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.